think it's essential that patients have the right of choice of GP practice. Every patient is an individual, they have unique needs, and I think in this day and age it's highly appropriate that the NHS delivers choice and lets patients choose a practice that suits their needs.
Yes, I do think it's important that people can choose their practice, but I think in reality most people want the practice that they live nearest to.
If you step back and say, what's the best way to provide great healthcare? There is loads of evidence out there, international evidence from the WHO, that says for general practice to work, you've got to have certain things in place, certain characteristics. And one of them is that you have to be community-centred. You have to understand your community. And one of the worries I have is that what we're doing with this plan around opening up practices and stopping them, if you like, being community-based, is you're saying, we need to try and get to hold of that 18% of the population currently that aren't feeling that they're engaged with primary care, the middle-aged man, the 12 to sort of 18-year-old boy. You know, these groups, a lot of ethnic groups as well, don't feel engaged with primary care. And I know what this is all about. It's all about trying to say, look, you can go anywhere you like, you may have a practice somewhere distant which is engaged and very much focused on that sort of group of person, so go there, you know, you'll get that. The difficulty with that is it endangers the 82% of the population who might have a much greater need for teamwork, for holistic care. So it's a real tension at the very heart of this about whether you believe that primary care is about being very person-focused or it's about actually being community-focused. And that's the problem I have at the moment. No one has really reassured me that we're not going to break the things that really work well in primary care by instigating this idea of not having practice boundaries.
Well, certainly at the moment they do, if that's what you mean. And I mean, apart from the possibility of your own practice, there's the possibility of being a temporary resident if you're on holiday or working away briefly somewhere. There's also the possibility of a walk-in centre in all the different places now where those have been set up. So there's all kind of ways in which a patient might be able to go somewhere else other than their main family-based service. I actually like to think of them as family practices because the rest of the family is going to be there even if you work somewhere else.